Alright, back. We're spilling the other chats apparently, because apparently nothing works. As per usual, ground control doesn't work. As per usual. Just... What, you wanna see what's that? Let's go see, say hi to Rick very quickly. The guy who complains a lot.
God, this is so confusing.
My apologies, I'm sorry. Nick, you keep making them just like that, okay?
Breaking news, the skin's back on. Thank you.
Chef, I think this one is good.
He's not complaining. Oh wait, I can knock on Limbo. I'm gonna knock on Limbo. Just because I can.
Are you doing your thingy? No.
Let's see what he says.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. We're good. We're good. Right? Fuck. We're good. Everything's fine. I affirmed that. We're good. We're chilling. Virgin only. Who needs it? Who needs anything else? Bloom only. My bad. Oh fuck.
Okay. Let's just start it. Dead chat? You know what? Playing first and second. First and second are back up. First come, first serve. Am I right? They're back, so temporarily. My resin capped. See, I was playing Counter-Strike and I could have streamed, but I didn't. Wait, how much more is that? 2 million? It is 2 million. Huh. Very interesting. Don't heal, don't heal. And you fly the opposite. Awesome. Okay. Obviously it's capped. Obviously it's capped. And I didn't spacebar it fast enough. Awesome. Oh, then I gotta do HSR. Oh, stream is back? Yeah, I'm back. I decided to say screw to YouTube and Kick because apparently ground control does not want to work. Still doesn't. Okay, I guess I'm going down. Doesn't want to work at all. I don't know why it doesn't want to work. So I'm like, you know what? Can't really multi-stream anymore. Levy thing doesn't even work. So I tried. Legit tried.
Take it easy.
And I'm capped. Awesome. Now, let me check Rick's DMs. Run? Den. So, apparently I don't get DMs noises from some people. Does anyone know why that happens? Let's see what it goes. At the top, got it. He wants me to build. You. Awesome, I knew I didn't have enough. Pick Lolly and Glory. Oh, obviously I don't have enough. Need to go farm 20 more of these. Awesome, let's go do it right now. 20 more! Let's try to call. Streamer mode. Gonna make a freaking noise. Did you pull a new character in what game? HR. This game? Let me try. Let me see if I can get the new character. Not yet. Not yet. Why am I calling? It's because I can. I wonder why you want to add me as a friend. 100% not loud yet? No. Is he? Same time. It's called Pacific Standard Time.
Solidify. This is order.
I just randomly added. It seems very sus for adding random people on Discord because it always feels like an art person who wants to DM. Honest truth right here. That's what it just feels like every time. Oh, we got another person who wants art. He wants to is trying to sell their art within Discord, and every single time it's all generated AI ugliness. Why would I ever want to use that art? It's so bad. You're not one of them, right? Surely. Wait a minute. What do you mean, wait a minute?
I will have order.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over. Show him your things.
What's the streaming right now? Big wait.
Stabilize.
Say your peace of mind while you're on Twitch chat right now. What does TikTok say? Oh, nothing, never mind. That's per usual. TikTok says nothing. I activated my ability too early.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Strike a pose. Let my name echo in song.
Higher, higher. Here's the fire.
Oh, there goes my shield, okay.
Solidify. This is order.
Busted. Here comes the cat.
When I think I need like one more solid run. It should just be enough.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Should be. Oh,
Let the world
No, HSR. Then once I finish, I'm back. Well, I'm also streaming on Twitch if you didn't know that.
Silly churl,
Billy
Billy
Troll,
churl,
Billy Troll.
Add Astra. Thank you for complete. Add Astra.
Million gold. Not enough. Never enough.
Silly churl,
Billy
Billy
Troll. Silly, hilly, Philly Troll. That's not the character I want. It's currently level 60? There she is. No books to speak of. 12 plus that equals exactly just enough to 20. Meaning I just need 60 of these. Craftable amount, I have no. Oh no. Craftable amount of 17. Oh no. Oh no. And I don't want to go collect them. I'd rather just do the story quest and get it done with. Go straight to the other game. So let's go finish this.
Silly Billy Hilly churl. Ooh.
Hey, books. Yeah, stare at me like I'm the owner out here. Why did I select this one? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, a lot of people join this server. It's ridiculous. And then just unblock. And then just go that. Then close DM. Yeah, funny, funny. Yeah, I'm an artist. Yeah, I didn't ask. You were an actual artist. I really didn't give a shit. It's never gonna happen. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? My Hero Academia Discord.
So, who is this Escoffier anyway?
That's crazy. My Hero Academia.
Well, for starters, she used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Boer, before Savannah. She recreated the legendary Gâteau de Boer and restored the restaurant back to its former glory. Safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the Hotel de Boer's history. After the culinary genius Modeste himself.
Gâteau de Boer? That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right? Wow. Why the heck would she let Savannah take her place?
Well, apparently, the Hotel de Boer was reported for a safety incident. Someone claims that the kitchen was adding an illegal substance to their menu. But none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end, Escoffier decided that as head chef, she should take responsibility. And she was sent to the Fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede?
But we were in there. We got something there for someone
you're
eating
right.
someone's cake.
The
Yeah.
quantity of the substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the guards believed the whole thing was probably just an accident. Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long, but still, by the time she returned, the role of head chef had already passed to Savannah.
Damn.
So that's what happened. Paimon still thinks it's really unfair.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff.
Somebody check the upcomer banners.
Guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica wants Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah out. It's simple. If the new head chef is stressing everyone out, then the solution is just get the old one back.
Phase 2 of 5.6 is
Well,
skip.
about that.
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
You know what?
As you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors the chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it?
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice.
Yes, Chef.
Interesting as a head chef.
Excuse us, we're...
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can catch up while we wait.
Some will just leave their food there. What the fuck?
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef. Well, in her words, the Hotel de Boer doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh, thank you, Chef.
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
Fiamma. That's the second time we've heard that name. Who is that again?
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at home taking care of Dad, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia! I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he might as well take them home.
Yeah, failed dishes
Oh,
that just so
yeah.
happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
So, you two must be the world-famous traveler and her companion, Paimon, yes? Is there something I can help you with?
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about Savannah.
Oh, I certainly am. The Spinner's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navi has come to pester me about it. But I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore, and being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business. Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid even. She wasn't at all confident that she was the right fit for the role.
That's hard to believe. Are we definitely talking about the same Savannah here?
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either. Anyway, suffice to say that
Is
given the history between
self-aware?
us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her job wrong without coming across like a huge hypocrite. Fiamar and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got from Monica.
She mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them?
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're only in the initial phase of our investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us.
Oh, Monica. Oh, Monica!
What the fuck is her? What?
Escoffier?
Ain't
I
no
can't
way.
believe her!
They actually did
Powdered
that.
sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than the sole of my shoe. Unbelievable! I won't stand for this. She ha-
Wait, so now she's,
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
Well, percent on my phone battery. It's crazy. Yeah, the rest on my phone's paused for now. Alright, chat.
Wait, she looks like... Is that a Escoffier?
Escoffier's back? Yes! I've missed her cooking!
That's all AI.
I was just saying, Hotel de Boer is nothing without her. You can't match Escoffier's talent.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought it up, I don't think I would have noticed.
But, please, you have to forgive me or Chef is gonna... Okay, I know. I'll kneel before you.
What the heck?
Get up, Monica! Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
Escoffier?
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right. You cannot go begging your customers to feel sorry for you.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen until I've corrected my mistake. But if I can't go back into the kitchen, I can't do the dish over.
That's some backwards logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what Fermat had to put up with, then no wonder he had a breakdown.
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared out of nowhere and started apologizing. Gave me a bit of a fright, to be honest.
Oh, well, it's because Chef Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my pot and then threw me out of the kitchen.
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here. I gotta say, you're all looking a little worse for wear these days.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive, so you knew what you did wrong and how to improve, and we all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level. But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up, get your head in the game, or just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own, what happened back then, that wasn't on you, and all of us know that. That banquet was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts, there's no way of knowing how that Lumiline ended up in the food we served.
Lumiline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute, produced from an extract of the Lumitoile. Apparently it sharpens the senses, so they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects, and even lead to nerve damage. So it quickly ended up on the guards' list of controlled substances. Unfortunately, however, some food products containing the additive had already made it to the market by the time the guards banned it from the restaurant industry.
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased a batch of contaminated ingredients by mistake. But you took all the blame. We all know why. You just didn't want to see this turn into a place where tensions are constantly running high. Because everyone's suspicious of each other all the time. And now look at you. A fry chef in the Fleuve Cendre.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come on. It's not that bad, is it?
Oh, the Fleuve Cendre, you say? Great. That's where I'm dining from now on.
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And there's no changing the past. We just have to let bygones be bygones. Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef, regardless of whose mistake it was. Ultimately, the responsibility lay with me.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
Yeah.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
No, Chef.
So, you do remember who's boss? Escoffier? I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job. You're not the boss here anymore, so stop acting like you own the place.
Whoa. Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
That's none of your business!
Oh, okay.
What happened to not storming in and raising hell?
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
Huh? Fan Asian?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we have ourselves a tête-à-tête between chefs at the Hôtel de Bord, I dare say it would be de rigueur to settle this the traditional way.
The traditional way? That can only mean one thing.
That's right. I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
According to legend, the founders of Hotel de Boer, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. Everything from petty arguments over next week's menu to disagreements over the strategic direction of the restaurant. The cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
Interesting.
Sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Yeah, a lot of free time.
Well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills, reaching new heights of excellence in the culinary arts. And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hôtel de Bord into the top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back? Who?
What say you, Escoffier? Surely you of all people won't back down from this challenge. It was you who put the rule in place, after all.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef at Hotel de Boer anymore. Isn't this bending the rules a little?
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it as an exhibition of sorts. Savannah, any objections?
Exhibition. Huh. No. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to you what happens to me.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Boer to me.
What? The Codex de Boer?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret recipes, including Gâteau de Boer. It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world. And only the present and former head chefs of the Hotel de Boer have the right to read it.
Present and former? Wait, but that already includes Savannah, though.
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean. I want your copy, the original version, the one you took with you when you left us.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copy, right? They contain the exact same recipes.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or are you scared of me getting my hands on the original codex?
Savannah, you may remember that we gave her the original as a parting gift, to thank Escoffier for her years of service. Asking for it back feels a little,
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both
Oh,
sides
he's the
agree to
owner.
the terms. Those were your words, weren't they? And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Bourg, per the recipe in the Codex. Well, Escoffier, you...
You sound surprisingly confident. Alright then, let's see how much you've actually grown. I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned after this long is how to chew people's heads off.
Believe me, I'll...
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
No audio. Coolio. What the fuck? This place looks like for the homeless. What the heck? Yes, it does.
This whole bake-off thing kind of came out of nowhere. Was it really sensible to just go along with it?
Well, I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking. So if she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going on with her.
Huh? Holding back? Sure didn't sound that way to Paimon.
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same way. Always closed off, never letting you know what she really thinks.
That's patently false, at least where your macarons are concerned. I've been nothing but truthful with you about the disgraceful amount of sugar you use.
Okay, that's one case where you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
Oh, that? Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modest's adventures. Back in the day, he and his good friend Savelli explored far and wide, partly adventuring, partly looking for new ingredients and developing new recipes. Their creations had an enormous influence on the course of Fontaine cuisine, turning it into a much more vibrant and diverse scene. For instance, legend has it that the original Gâteau de Bourg was made using a special secret ingredient that Modeste discovered on one of his adventures. So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of the cake per day. But everyone who tried it claimed that it was one of the most blissful and invigorating things they had ever tasted. Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original Hôtel de Bourg, which catapulted them to
16
stardom
slices,
in Fontaine's
really?
culinary world. Especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius. And over time, the recipes from his adventure log became known as the Codex de Bourg.
Ah, Paimon's heard this kind of story before. Armed with the Codex, the Hôtel de Bourg took its rightful place as the finest restaurant in the land, serving those recipes for centuries to come. Something like that?
What? No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. How could any restaurant survive if they only served food that was popular last century? Anyway, never mind centuries. Savelli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to fame. Then, Modeste passed away while he was still in his prime. And that was it. The end of the Hôtel de Bourg's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's only in recent decades that it started recovering. Even then, it still took numerous relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Oh! So the Codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like one of those mystical books they have in Liyue's martial arts novels, where the main character learns all their secret powers from.
Yes, well, that's fiction, and this is reality. You can't meet the tastes of modern diners by following some ancient recipes from a dusty old book.
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de Bourg they sell now is actually Escoffier's reimagination.
Wait, really? Why though? Didn't that recipe make it into the Codex?
It did, but like I said, it's a dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention that there's no way of finding the secret ingredient Modeste wrote about. So, reimagination is right. I consulted some historical records and took what I could from the codex. But ultimately, the Gâteau de Bourg of today is my own recipe. As for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16 slices a day, well, you've got Venegem's business sense to thank for that.
Oh. Huh. Well, that kind of takes all the mystique out of it.
Huh.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de Bourg, but it's still the most delicious cake in Fontaine today. And who knows, maybe Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate. Just think, if the original truly was the perfect cake you're imagining it to be, there's no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hotel de Bourg never would have fallen into a slump.
Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the codex, including my own improved versions, and turned them over to Savannah.
So why is she so interested in the original copy? Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex de Bourg is the true head chef?
Well, it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Meanwhile, Savannah only got a copy. Maybe from her point of view, it's like management doesn't truly see her as being worthy of the role.
You think so? The only thing is, it was her suggestion to gift me the original in the first place.
What?
Well, a joint decision by her and Venegem. But still.
Let me grab my other phone and do something very quick. I got it. Okay. How long will it take to sell? It's a couple pennies. Putting a button. Facebook and get Facebook. I mean, Steam. Just get rid of it all. What was the pennies?
What? Huh. Guess she's had a major change of heart since she became head chef. Yeesh.
Who knows? We could speculate forever. Better to just let our Gâteau do the talking. It means besting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have to beat it out of her with a spatula. However much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that she still has her chef's pride. And if she respects the art, she'll respect the outcome of our contest.
Well, I'm confident that you and your spatula can get justice for Froment. All you need to do now is win the contest. But that should be a breeze for you.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de Bourg is very complicated to make. Usually, it takes 3 chefs working in tandem to cover everything.
No,
Now, if
camera
I
go.
had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself. But I'd prefer to play it safe if I can find a couple of assistants in time.
Well, that's easy. The 3 of us are veterans in the
Oops.
kitchen. You just need to pick 2 of us.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished cook, as well as a warrior. But be warned, I will hold you to exceptionally high standards. Think you're up to the
No more
task?
olives. I hate olives. That's right. I dislike olives. Funny, right?
Oh, count me in too. I've spent weeks perfecting my macarons after your scathing
Pizza.
review. Even if it means competing against the Traveler, so
There's a
be it.
pizza.
I'll show you what I'm made of.
Confident. I like it. Alright, let's start with some elementary mise en place. Show me your knife skills.
Are we just throwing the sword around?
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. The difference in your... looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. I'll be using this cold press to extract flavor compounds from the ingredients. A kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me. It uses cold temperature extraction to isolate the essence of cooking ingredients, which can then be used to flavor dishes more precisely. But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me give you a demonstration instead.
Huh? You alone?
Equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Paimon's never used anything this weird before. Cool. Not weird.
Here.
And
Eat.
done.
Eat.
These are the
Eat.
flavor compounds
Eat it.
extracted
Go.
from our ingredients. I've processed all the fruit you chopped up earlier.
It's right here. Take it. Take it. Closer now.
Even the smell
Have
is
it.
so much more concentrated. What next? Do we add all this stuff in?
Absolutely not! Throwing everything in at once will ruin the balance of flavors. We have to go slowly and carefully to calibrate the exact flavor we want. I'll demonstrate.
I don't want
again.
any more.
Now, watch closely.
There. What the f-
Slowly and carefully.
Bro, that was too easy.
And voila! Now it's your turn.
Smash. Honestly.
Not terrible. Considering this was everyone's first time blending flavor extracts, it could have been worse. But the Traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure you've never done this before? You got almost— Oh, well, they do say adventurers are multi-talented folks. Now I've seen it firsthand. Alright. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score. That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now get to it. Chop chop!
Chop chop. Chopping, 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 chopping.
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Choose wisely. I expect you to present the most delicious thing on the menu.
I have 8 of these though. That's egg. That's just garlic bread. You know what? I got 8 of them.
Huh. I know this doesn't represent what you're capable of. Try again, and this time, I want to see you make a proper attempt.
Ah. Where's a cooking pot when you need one? Yeah, bonus. Wait. Oh, we don't want suspicious. Oh, I'm out of material? I need to buy more crab stuff? Yeah, this one better be accepted.
How's it going?
Mother flippers, not accepted. But, what type of food?
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet?
Damn, 2 of them? It's crazy. Go get one of everything and see what's accepted. That's all the incomplete ones.
How's it going?
Not even that's accepted? Wait. I just realized they don't say delicious on it. Huh. You gotta actually say the word delicious?
Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grating commence.
Triple S.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to la food.
Hmm. 6 points.
What?
What? Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook all that often, so as long as it's a pass.
That's 6 out of 100.
What?
Damn.
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it. By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day would make you an opera singer.
Aww.
Oh, me next, me next! I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever was left in the jar. 6 points.
Aww.
Less sugar.
Now to the final dish.
So, what do you think?
This is our last hope.
8 points.
Darn! That's barely higher than what we got.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation.
Why is your
Have to
mouth
give
like
this
that?
one
Crazy.
8 points out of 10. Maybe even 9 points.
Out of 10.
How did you pull that off?
90.
Don't get me wrong. There's room for
Basically.
improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your... I can really taste the great journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention the frustrations of having a picky eater for a partner.
Ain't no way.
Hey, you made that last part up! No way did you taste that!
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square.
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining. Maybe Paimon and Navia should keep practicing and see how it goes?
Chef Escoffier.
Oh, it's Hilaire! What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Bourg, right? I was just wondering if you needed any help?
Huh. And you think you're up to the task, do you?
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Huh.
Firma,
Last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family. I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me, I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same
Is he
thing.
gonna wear a mask?
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better now. I'm sorry. I know I've been rather useless these past few days, but not anymore. The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent events. I've proven myself in the Hotel de Bourg kitchen, so if anyone's qualified to work under Chef Escoffier, it's me. I think. I mean, I hope so.
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen since leaving Hotel de Bourg?
I have not, but I'm fully rested now. I know I can handle it. I'll prove it. Let me whip something up for you right now. Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
What do you call this, Firma?
I can't seem to grip my knife.
Do it again! Again! Again!
I...
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then Will I never be able to work in a kitchen again?
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you get here?
Probably because you were all concentrating so hard on your cooking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow. But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation was, I would have stood up for you sooner.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who looked out for me.
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much help. Savannah was so ruthless toward you. I probably should have brought you something stronger.
She sounds like the worst. Alright, another Savannah horror story, let's hear it.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with it.
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it! In the trash now!
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again! Do it again! Do it again!
Every time you remake it, you just get another earful from her.
Either straighten yourself out, or get out of my kitchen!
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Damn.
Oh man, that must be awful.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't a quitter when you were working for me. And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that you still hadn't lost that determination to prove yourself. What changed?
I I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little further. Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless at this.
Dad.
I see. Well, it sounds like there are some deep issues at work here. Ones that won't be resolved by merely seeking compensation. I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to approach Savannah and talk this out.
But what if you can't find another assistant in time? Clearly, I'm in no state to help out.
You think being one person short will ruin my chances? Let's not forget, I taught you and her everything you know. Even if I had to go it alone, I would present the perfect gâteau.
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
And so will I.
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di Rosula to put out an emergency call for chefs. There's gotta be someone out there, right?
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That's sort of why I'm here.
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but then... well, this is the first chance I got.
You do this for us? Thank you so much, Monica.
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like a guaranteed way to put your future employment in jeopardy.
I know, but it's alright. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway. Unless I want to become the next Fermat. I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure she'll forgive me for this.
Well, Paimon didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third person, but there you go. Anyway, Monica's a professional chef, so nothing could possibly go wrong now.
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina-sponsored meal to celebrate.
Spina-sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm cooking?
Well, how much you've been looking forward to it.
Yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
Alright, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives.
Doesn't tail? Is it? No, that's it. Live. That's interesting.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this good.
Why, Savannah? Why? Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original Codex de Boer. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modest's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even legible anymore. The copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience. Surely that's infinitely more useful than this old thing. Yeah, maybe. Still, it's just hard for me to imagine that the Savannah I knew would go to all this effort just to make a point. We were. At least I always thought we were. she was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she
jeez.
dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. And she was always striving to improve as a chef. Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief. Well, I mean to an extent, of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role. And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is difficult to come to terms with. I wonder if this is how Modest felt back when he was writing the Codex. Yes, with his good friend and co-founder of the Hotel de Boer, Savelli. The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli apart. Unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste would shut in Savelli's face. And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli. People started gossiping about Savelli, and their relationship between the two gradually soured. Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his life and still hailed as a genius, suddenly died from an acute illness. And that was it. They neither had a decisive split, nor got the chance to properly reconcile. Their story just came to an end. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy, even as the latter was hoping to make amends. Unlikely. It's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least there are no records of Savelli ever being convicted of a crime. Still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is try to make sure the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut. Really? Well, I like the confidence. Don't let me down tomorrow, then. You better bring your A game.
Triple A game. Only option. How many more quests is this? Roasted with flames. Following day at 12. Got it. It says following day, so I don't actually have to do 24 hours. Surprisingly. Gases.
It's cooking contest day!
Oof.
Did you hear the news? Escoffier's coming back for a cooking contest.
Wait, seriously? Escoffier in a cooking contest? Now that I've got to see.
I don't get it. Why would anyone in their right mind challenge her to a cooking contest?
Alright, Zhong is here. Here's the judge.
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the Hotel de Boer and to this most exciting of cooking contests.
Savannah, I've brought the original copy of the Codex you asked for.
Monica? Huh.
In the interests of fairness, this contest will be conducted in a double-blind format. Once the dishes are complete, they will be sent to the back of the kitchen where they'll each receive a label. The labels will be placed out of sight underneath the plates, only to be revealed after the judges have sampled them and reached a final verdict. This is to ensure that no one will know which dish is made by which contestant.
As one of the judges, I promise to be fair and impartial.
When my meal got interrupted yesterday, I never thought this is how they'd make it up to me. Getting a seat on the judging panel is a pretty sweet deal.
Both contestants have taken their
And the
positions.
owner. Huh.
Then, without further ado, let the Hotel de Bord cooking contest commence!
They look kind of normal people. Alright, let's burn some food!
Monica, even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right?
Alphonse! Gaspar! Get to work! Do not disappoint me!
Looks like our two head chefs are raring to go. Like an oven on full blast, this competition is quickly heating up.
Wrong way.
Up to the freezer! That should be enough flavoring. Now hurry up and balance the flavors. Stay calm, Escoffier. There has to be a way to balance the flavors. Just think.
Bro, that's way too much. Whoops, Daisy. Oh, too cooked. Isn't that a cold pot, not a hot pot?
Come on, Escoffier! Come on, traveler!
The balance of flavors is about right. But the quantity is too low.
Alphonse! What are you playing at? It's not how I talk!
At least two. Okay, that's what they want.
So, what do you think?
Bro, are we making a supersized cake?
Escoffier is already on the final step of the recipe.
Add 2, add this, add 5. You want more of them, so...
I think this flavor profile is still a little...
Add 6, and then bring it back.
What are you doing, Escoffier? Your team's waiting on you.
It's gotta be a thing in there? Oh, it's tiny. It's sick.
Match Escoffier's talent.
Where's he standing? Frosting?
I present to you Gâteau de Bourg.
Frosting. That's the frosting. How the flip do you summon blueberries like that? How the flip did you sell a waffle cone? Ice cream on tongue?
I was just exercising caution. I had to make sure everything was perfect.
3 minutes. Oh. Put on that faster. And use less.
Time's up! Contestants, please take your dishes to the back.
Huh. That guy was right. You really can't tell whose is whose just by looking at them.
So
we both
we
ate
made
the same dish after all. For
3
all her
layers.
flaws,
We're only
Savannah's
taking
a
top
talented
layer.
chef who earned my recommendation for good reason. She wouldn't screw up something as elementary as the cake's appearance.
Whoa! This is really rather good.
Wonderfully soft and fluffy. Beautifully sweet. This is a masterclass in how to make gâteau de bois.
I would give this one at least 9.9 out of 10! Only because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little different from the recipe I'm used to.
Huh? Really? I couldn't tell.
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single bite and already this aroma is a delight to the senses.
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
How exciting! I'm gonna dig in. I think maybe someone got a little carried away when they were adding the sugar.
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too. This is all over the place. Who made this?
It appears the decision is unanimous. This gâteau is
Yeah,
far below the standard we would expect.
Number 2 has a lot of sugar.
And Paimon thought this might actually be close. Turns out she can't bake to save her life.
Something's not right here. Savannah may not be perfect, but no way is she this sloppy.
I can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau has won this cooking contest. Now, all that remains is to turn the plate over and reveal the chef's name underneath.
And the food.
It's Savannah?
No! That's impossible!
Hey, Savannah! You cheated, didn't you? You cheater! What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plates, didn't you?
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a finger on them. And everyone here can attest to that. It was Vanejem's staff who labeled them in the kitchen. If you're looking to accuse someone, why don't you start with them? Isn't it more likely that Escoffier's lost her edge? Oh, or maybe her assistants let the team down.
You take that back!
Judges, we demand a rematch.
That's enough! What's done is done. As head chef, or rather as team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever went wrong and however it happened, I should have spotted it. Savannah, I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake-off. What happened to your chef's pride?
Wait, how did I actually...
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want the Codex de Boer that much, you can have it.
Escoffier, no!
But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma and compensate him for everything you put him through.
It's a little late to be negotiating terms. The contest is over, and I won. That means you owe me the Codex, and I owe you nothing.
Look, Savannah, you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? What I'm offering is to accept defeat without looking to expose what you've done. But only on the condition that you promise to stop putting so much pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from one head chef to the next. So, will that be all, ex-head chef? Or is there any other unfinished business you'd like to leave in my hands?
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss, just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend. But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need your advice.
Alright, fine. I'm glad to hear it.
Escoffier!
The Codex de Boer! Finally. Now, at long last, I will succeed.
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
Yeah! The Codex is a souvenir of your time here! Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It's alright. It was just a bake-off, not the end of the world. I'm already over it. Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma. That's mission accomplished for the Spina. Honestly, if I'd have known that giving her the Codex would solve everything, I'd have just done that in the first place. I mean, why bother with the whole cooking contest? It's such a waste of time and energy.
But what's done is done. Reading it.
No. No! This doesn't make any sense!
Huh?
That's it? No secrets, no nothing? I don't believe it! This can't be happening.
Oh, Chef Savannah!
Savannah?
She passed out due to... It's the exact same thing.
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of pent-up stress and exhaustion.
Oh, I knew it.
Pent-up stress?
The truth is, however hard she might be on the rest of us, the person she puts the most pressure on is herself.
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over into the wee hours. But for her, it's every night. She'll hide herself away in the kitchen, working on new techniques and recipes, and only realize how long she's been at it when we come to work the following morning.
Why would she do that?
Our best guess is, she doesn't want to be seen as less of a chef than Escoffier.
And there it is.
Even so, that's no excuse for taking her anger out on the rest of you.
Yeah, and it's definitely no excuse for cheating in the cooking contest.
Huh, about that, we honestly have no idea how she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole time, like she asked.
Leone and Algalia were the ones I tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already spoken to them both. They're at a loss to explain it too.
Not to worry. Come on, join me downstairs. I'll interrogate the guilty Gateau myself.
Nope, side of the table.
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it was?
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
Is it really that bad? I made sure the taste tested before it was served.
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. Savannah never switched the plates. The offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base, which means someone tampered with it while it was being made. Or in other words, we have a traitor in our midst.
Shit.
I'm sorry. I was forced into it. It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. And if I wanted retribution, I would have brought this up when the results were announced. Whatever's going on with you, just spill the beans. There's no need to hide it.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
Food safety. Wait, you mean the Lumaline incident? So you procured the contaminated ingredients?
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. I didn't check everything as well as I should have, and so I let contaminated ingredients make it into the kitchen. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, and I didn't know it would end up with Escoffier going to jail. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with...
This is crazy! So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake by threatening to expose your secret if you didn't?
I know, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I was so scared. The thought of Chef Escoffier finding out that I put her in jail? It made me freeze up with fear. I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Seriously? All this fuss over a little slip-up? Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did my stint at the fortress, and now I'm out. And secondly, I had my own reasons for leaving the Hotel de Boer. This wasn't the only factor, so you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that. Any more than you need to add butter when you're pan-searing foie gras.
You mean... you forgive me?
Oh, well, I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your mistakes. You should tell Vanagem to mark down your performance for the past few months. Then do some digging and find out exactly where those contaminated ingredients came from. Sure, you've made mistakes, but now's the time to fix them. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Now, back to Savannah. What about the original codex would compel her to resort to blackmail?
I have my suspicions. Not that I've got any proof to back them up, though.
Ugh. What happened to me?
I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left. They think our menu doesn't taste like it used to, especially our signature items.
Now that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest too. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the flavor seems subtly different from how it used to be. But the difference was so small, I'm sure no one would notice it besides our most loyal customers and true dessert connoisseurs.
Still, as head chef, it's easy to see why Savannah would get so hung up on it. So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version. But something's always slightly off every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought, though.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier left.
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes. That's gotta be the reason. But after countless setbacks, she's getting more and more unhinged. And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself to doubting Escoffier.
Doubting Escoffier? For what?
Yeah, it would explain why she was bent on getting the original at any cost. She must have thought Escoffier purposely omitted key details from her recipes when she copied them out. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine, the only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Oh, for goodness sake, what a stupid idea.
Of course. Then she finally got the codex only to discover that the secret recipes she's been pining for don't exist at all. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system. It probably brought up everything at once. It overwhelmed her, and she passed out.
There's still one thing that doesn't make sense, though. If Savannah had the real recipe all along, how come it tasted different? She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but surely after like 50 attempts, she'd get it right one of those times.
You'd think so, but geniuses like Escoffier are in a league of their own.
New head chef, you say? What's her name?
I don't think I've heard of her before.
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without Escoffier at the helm?
This tastes different from last time. Is it undercooked or something? Ugh!
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it, then you can do it. Even if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe
Sometimes
in
my
me.
camera doesn't turn off, and look at it, it's totally fine. What the
Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone, the restaurant is all yours.
All this time, I've been blaming other people, but maybe I'm the problem.
Ooh, gases. Oh, jeez. Ooh.
I sincerely apologize for putting everyone out. Savannah's awake now, but I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet. Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure you'll have the chance to talk everything out tomorrow.
In that case, I'll go and update for Ma and his family. I wonder what he'll make of all this.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
That was a long day. I think I've earned myself a sweet treat when I get back home.
Oh, nice! Macarons? Or are you gonna switch it up this time?
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose? Every year, they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. There's always one goose at the front whose job is to lead the flock. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. They usually imagine someone who's a cut above the rest, a model of perfection. But what those poets don't know is that during a migration, the lead goose is always changing. Once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock and allows another goose to take its place. So the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it, it's something that everyone takes turns at. But we humans completely miss that fact when we project our own ideas about social hierarchies onto them. I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of gulf between normal and genius. Cooking is a science, not magic. Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, I see no reason why two different people shouldn't be able to create the exact same
This is
dish.
still.
Of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more conscientious. But these are all variables that can be accounted for with time and practice. I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection can only come from the hands of a genius. The only reason I hold people to high standards is because, well, I believe they're capable of greatness. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why Savannah failed. And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life, pointing out all the mistakes she's made along the way. Then she'll finally see the error of her ways. Thank you for your words. Genius?
Following day of 5. Damn.
early. Our meeting with Vanigem isn't for a while. Check on her? Why? What happened? Oh no. Escoffier, are you alright?
How many did she make?
I'm fine. Just need to get some more coffee in me. Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all?
Let me get you a fresh one.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, there's cooking facilities here. Or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but either way, hurry!
I'm gonna go get coffee. Where do I go for to get this coffee? It's a far distance to travel. We'll do the optional.
Yep.
Just why not? Frit is here.
Hello, what can I get for you? Sure thing, we're here to go. Huh? Oh, I see. First cup of the season. Yeah, I get it. Young people these days do love their little surprises.
Not on the same page. I thought this would be the first staircase we can actually enter. How the flip did we go to a restaurant?
Have to go get Gustav.
What? Where did you go? Outside?
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
No way! I'm not guessing.
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Take a guess. No way! I'm not guessing. Fresh fruit, sweeter than syrup. I'll take a guess. Take a guess. too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much? Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
I'm back.
Take a guess.
You know what? Just teleport to it.
Take it easy.
Oh, ooh. Okay.
Coffee. Need coffee.
Whoa, we got two of them. What the hell is this? Those count? I can keep this letter forever. You know, I'll keep that letter forever and see what happens. Coffee cake.
Strong, bitter coffee beans, transformed through expert brewing and balanced perfectly with rich, creamy steam milk.
That was not
Wonderful.
even close to what I gave to you.
I feel
Oh,
much
thanks for the
better now.
follow.
Thank you so much,
To Miss
Traveler and Paimon.
Sutherland.
Glad to hear it. But make sure to catch up in your sleep when you get the chance.
I think I figured out where the problem lies. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Wait, what investigation? What are you guys talking about?
I'll save it for when everyone else gets here. It's so stupidly small, I can't believe it's caused so much drama. Yes, except my failures were stepping stones to success.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
Huh? No, not since yesterday. Why? What's wrong?
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place early this morning to check on her, only to find an empty house with the doors wide open. I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home, while I checked the Hotel de Bord. I'm worried something bad might have happened. If she's not here, then where could she be?
Boss, Escoffier, bad news.
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at Savannah's house.
We were, but then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
Oh, looks like a map with a bunch of random
Yeah, what do you?
places
Oh yeah,
circled.
you're the employee who needs to know.
Wait a second. This feels familiar. I'm sure these places are all connected somehow. Of course, from the Codex. They're all places that Modeste explored on his adventures. Yeah, but I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this map shows all the missing details?
The Codex de Bord? Then this place marked in red out at sea. Could that be the fabled birthplace of Gateau de Bord?
Seriously? So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way? Geez, Savannah. Anything to overcome a Gateau Plateau, huh?
Ugh, idiot. Does she have a death wish? Those ruins are thousands of years old.
Hold on, there's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
Nope, not reading it.
It was you. You let the Lumaline through, didn't you? It sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the safety incident? And not Monica after all?
Retrieve the Codex by any means necessary. So the cooking contest and the cheating. Someone else was behind her pulling the strings?
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
Ugh, this is all such a mess. Paimon needs a second to process this. First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest. But now, it turns out that someone else forced Savannah to force Monica to cheat?
Someone else. There's someone who blackmailed that person. Blackmailed that
You're
person.
finally here. Of course. I should have put two and two together as soon as I read your threat letter. The food safety incident. The demand for a cooking contest. The instruction to blackmail Monica. Even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan, wasn't it, Monica?
Monica. Ruined from 1,000 years ago. Archon was just 500 years ago or something. Yes, everything.
Close to the spot marked on the map.
Everything broke at the exact same
All
time.
the stupid things she's done, this really takes the cake. The moment we find her, I'm gonna curse the living daylights out of her.
1,000. So it could be like, I don't know, 4,000 years? 100,000? You see, just 100,000 and ruins, they're gone. Doesn't take that much. I mean, these ruins should be actually holding up pretty good. It's underwater. I mean, unless something falls on it, it's gonna break. Or water's rushing into it. I mean, bro, these are ruins? And look at this glass. Yeah? What did you do? Right, yeah, then pretty good. What do you mean kitchen thing? Anyway, go look at her all day. Oh my god.
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect. Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind. An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect. Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind. An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect. Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind. Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration. An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect. Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind. An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect. Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind. Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration. An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect. Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.
Escoffier? Now I think about it, I can't name any popular female chef. Wait. Ain't no way. You telling me this? I just came in here. I came back. I was fixing it. I think. Imagine still playing this game. Imagine. Yep, after release, since release date, imagine it. Hey, you want to see me and watch Booba at the same time? So I waited.
Whoa, this place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it? Suddenly, the idea of an adventure chef finding secret ingredients makes a whole lot more sense.
I think Modest's codex mentioned this place. A public bath from the time of Remoria.
Are you still streaming or no?
Definitely the kind of place that would have served food and drinks.
Huh? Some blubber beasts have come
Nah,
to join
you're
the
done.
party? How did they get here?
I didn't stream today? Oh. You see, I have like 20 streamers that are streaming today, so I'm like, what the heck? Like 2 of them just went live.
That could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the entrance.
Crazy.
Well, did Modeste mention it in his adventure logs by any chance? They must have gotten through somehow.
Good point. Yes, that's right. It's coming back to me now.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests, and as the food flowed away on the current, they broke into a joyous chorus, and the path opened to us.
We have
Checking with one of the guys who bought me the game.
What? There's nothing here besides rocks, romaritime flowers, and lumitoile.
Check him.
See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never know when you're gonna need
I gotta
them.
finish this
Now
game
you have
first.
to head all the way back to shore and grab some.
There's no time for that. Romaritime flowers
Look at
and
these frame
Lumitoile will
drops.
have to do. They may not look appetizing to us, but who knows? They could be Blubberbee's delicacies.
Bro, these frame drops are crazy.
Try this?
Oh my god, these frame drops are insane. No, it's better. I don't have a 1? Let's just make it totally off balance. I need more blues. Done. Did I not get a 4 out of all that? Oh no, I do have a 4. Why did you open Wuwa? Guys, Wuwa. RTX Wuwa. I'll reopen it. I was gonna, you know, see if I can get a free character. Check the shitty limited time events.
Or not, are we sure this stuff is edible?
Trust me, they'll love it.
Oh, good question. If we try to put them in the pool, we'll probably just scare them off again, and who knows how long they'll be
Let's see.
gone.
See, I haven't remembered what's my computer speeds. It should actually be totally fine. But in reality, this computer sucks. The CPU is kind of getting outdated to me. The CPU is getting old. This is also why I hate this game. When you go to the loading screen, you just click multiple times. One of the biggest reasons why I quit. It's Woo-Wah! Woo-Wah, Woo-Wah. Oh, everything's maxed. Okay. Didn't ask. Okay, cool. It's like my mod app isn't working. What do you mean? Even I get funny. Imagine getting ads in 2025? What in the world is this? So this is. Don't give a sh. That's 29. Watch, we'll do a single 10 pull and we get a 5-star. That would've been crazy. No, it would've been crazy. What the flip? No.
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double back. Oh, what was it that Modeste said again?
What the
Something about the food flowing away on the current.
I actually, wait, did I actually straight up just win? No, that. I flipping won the 50-50. I won the 50-50. Yeah. I also have, here's the worst part. I don't play this game. That's the funny part. I don't play this game. So out of all the characters I own, he's still down here at level 20. Same way I don't play Genshin, exactly. Like, Caramella is like way down at level 40. Like, I haven't built most of my characters at all. Now she's gonna be stuck there at level 1 for the eternity. Is forced to pull? Ew. So is there anything worthy of this game right now? Dude, this is what I hate. There's too many things to do for the event. This is kinda... Okay, is there mail for me? I get 850. Awesome. See, also what I didn't like... Yeah, they release... What the flip is this? Oh, I thought you get the actual purse. Because you didn't play, the ads stuff so returning players could catch up. Yeah, that does make sense. They add stuff so players can catch up. That makes sense, but I am not gonna play this game. Like, I left for a reason. Because how much there is to do. Now let's just try, imagine. 1 tap. I mean a 10 tap on a weapon. Imagine. What the flip? Try redeeming? Oh, okay. Apparently we got it. By accident. I have to make an invite link for this, so I don't think I'll get anything. Are they guaranteed in this game? Wait, are they? Are they guaranteed rules? Really? Oh. They changed it. Did they change that? So it's just pity. Since launch. Oh. Wait, what was my pity then? Was it good pity? It's an unknown pity. Awesome. Awesome. He'll redo one more and see if we get another constellations, because why not? Imagine. Imagine. I'm trying to get her gun. Yeah, proceed. I proceed. Yeah, let me just quickly go get this gun. And then not actually use it. Hey, you want to know what's a cool thing? Just Alt F4 key. Done.
Wow, it's really singing! It must taste better than Paimon thought!
See, I don't want to play that game because reality. I need more blues.
The tracks turn back again. Oh, so annoying.
Exactly. 5 plus 1. Banning Genshin for one simplest. Genshin has Paimon, just ignore Paimon. Simple answer. Ignore Paimon's voice actor. There you can. Just use a mod that changes your voice. Forcedly.
Hey, it's open!
HSR Paimon? Or G-Game Paimon? I'm about to leave this chest out. Holy jeez. That would've been a whole 5 primo jumps. This Paimon? Okay. Well, if the voice actor swapped out, then what?
Hey, give me your water.
Then it would be still Paimon, but a better Paimon version.
Here. I said your water, the one you just drank out of? Sure. All those years slaving away under Escoffier, and then you. Today, it's finally paying off.
It's too late.
Not only have I found the ruin that's the
Just go with this when you listen to
but I
Paimon.
also get to boss you around like my little lapdog. Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any more blast tunneling, I want to know where to lay the explosives. Did you not hear me? Get going.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
I had a skip button. Oh my god.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident. I swear, if I'd known what you were planning, I'd never have...
Ha! Don't be so self-righteous. Admit it, you've always been jealous of Escoffier. That's why you lapped up everything I told you. You were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumiline incident.
and you resented the way her reputation hung over you.
Don't worry, right after this, I'll play some HSR.
So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain, that she deliberately hid her secret recipes from you just to hold you back. It was the only excuse you needed to justify getting back at her.
Genshin, one thing, at least the story writing is under. Ruin the HSR story.
First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and
I
self-deception.
mean, the current
That's what this comes down to.
Oh, kind of sucks.
It was the same story with Savelli and my
Time
ancestor.
travel all that time. Wait, what?
He offered Modestus friendship only to murder him out of vanity. He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I even found this place. You have no idea the countless hours I spent piecing it all together. So you see,
Not to flex
no
that I
better
can
than
have full
Savelli.
clear
If you
endgame
can't beat him,
with full auto
betray
now.
him, right?
I am no Savelli, nor will I ever be.
Oh, put a lid on
Endgame
it.
with
you really
full
think you can absolve
auto?
yourself if you're vindictive and jealous
I have
behavior
no
now,
idea what
just
my
because you
endgame looks
finally
like because I
realized
paid
that
someone else to
Escoffier
do it.
never kept any secrets from you? You didn't show
Wait.
any remorse when she left, or in the cooking contest.
I don't-
Why start now?
I don't even care about
no
endgame.
right
I
to
only wanted the
redemption.
story.
You're right. I don't deserve her forgiveness. But I am done being bullied into submission by you!
Ooh, feisty. But you should watch your tone. Talking to me like that could get you in big trouble.
Apex and Pure
I
Function.
somehow doubt that. Since I poisoned
Uh.
both our water bottles.
What?
Ever since I learned the truth, I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long, and now this is payback!
But you drank it too.
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica!
You.
What's so funny?
Oh, you're too much. I thought I'd play along for a bit just to amuse myself. You gave a very rousing performance. I saw your dumb plan a mile off. There's no poison in these bottles, just clean, fresh water.
No.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, you know? Did you really think your half-baked plot would fool me? You're a lousy chef, and you make a lousy villain too. A complete waste of space. No wonder you never amounted to anything.
Everything I ever did was a failure. And now, I failed again, for the last time.
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life? You got a good laugh out of me. But now the show's over. You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But you had your chance, and now it's time to say goodbye.
Stop right there!
Let her go, Monica! We've got you surrounded!
Escoffier?
Ugh, looks like I'll have to keep you around for a little longer.
You can't!
Stay back if you want her alive! Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat, but if you so much as flinch, I can end Savannah's life in a heartbeat.
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this? You're about to commit murder, and for what? A recipe?
A recipe? You chefs are all blinded by your myopic focus on kitchen affairs. Well, some of us actually have bigger fish to fry. Modeste had a secret. The truth behind
They
his
could die,
so-called
no
genius,
Important
the
dies in
je ne sais
Genshin.
quoi factor in
Writers
his
are so
Gâteau de Bourg.
scared.
And it's right here in these ruins.
Oh, a playable character dies. You can't play him
You're here
anymore.
because of a Gâteau de Bourg obsession? You've gone completely mad!
I couldn't care less about the cake
Yeah,
itself.
but It's
No,
Escoffier's
the real
employees.
treasure is the secret ingredient that Modeste sourced from these ruins. He and Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of Remoria in the palms of their hands, and they thought, ooh, this would go great in our cake mix. We're talking about a powerful
That
stimulant
Honkai.
that
Okay,
also
that's
sharpens the
Honkai.
senses. That's no
Honkai.
cooking ingredient.
In
It's a
Genshin,
groundbreaking drug.
we have rules.
That's right. I've done my research. It was a drug that Remoria developed for their war machine. I could make a killing by selling it
Astrus.
to the treasure hoarders or the Fatui.
No, wait.
Will you listen to yourself?
So,
You're
I can't-
completely delusional.
Are scared. Yeah.
My eyes are wide open.
Yeah, I gotta do the
Just
next
wait till I
story.
get my hands on this treasure. You'll see what a fool you've been.
40 Primo Gems.
Wait, what's that sound?
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's lucky the whole place didn't collapse.
Uh-oh, Savannah's gone too!
Monica must have taken her.
I heard some
coward.
spoilers. It's
She's only taken her
Catwoman.
hostage because she knows that she's no match for you.
It's the cat. Then left. Yeah, I left right away. I think it's the
True.
cat.
Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need
The one
Savannah
character I
alive
actually
if she
wanted.
wants to get out of here in one piece.
I know there's multiple, but I don't remember the other
Our
ones.
path's been blocked, so let's look for another route.
Now because she's dead, I actually don't know if I actually want her.
The water looks pretty deep here. Maybe it leads somewhere.
Did we recount much, by the way? Oh. Thanks for the reminder. That might count useless. Oh, did I not? You don't get anything for the drops of these? A story quest? So I'm wasting my time? Okay, you're not gonna give me anything. That's ridiculous. You're already there and you're not gonna even bother? Crazy. It's her kit. I just want her for looks. Alright, I'll ask Rick and see what he says.
They were probably awakened by the explosion just now. Alright, Knife Skills 101. Time for some rough chopping.
You know, I love number 5.
Stabilize.
I don't get it.
Here comes the catch.
I want number 5. What about Hita? What do you think about Hita? I was gonna read and then I'll exit immediately.
Another door? Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests.
Hita. The Hita. The real Hita. I need 2. Give me a 2. It didn't give me a 2. I'll just off balance it by 1 for a second. Gamble once.
A little immense boost.
I got a 6. That's crazy. I have her at C1, yeah, C1. Filthy landlord. Oh yeah, I forgot you're a landlord. My God, calling me at 2 a.m. about there not be any electric in one room while it's alright. Everyone else, all the breakers are fine. Do I look like an electrician? Do I expect them to do it at 2 a.m.? Teams stuck in head? Oh, I'm confused on that. Nope. Fair. Terms. Yeah, C1. I always keep saying C1. Man, you're a landlord. Hey, wait, if you got all that landlord money,
It seems to really.
you want
like
to drop
the
some,
texture
send some of that money over here?
flowers.
Landlord money? I think it's a great idea.
A dash of frosting.
Okay, I got this right. Landlord, I ain't no one. Imagine playing top. I'm free to play everywhere. Even for donating to your favorite streamer? Okay, maybe ain't no way. Path of Exile? Such is the free-to-play life. My favorite streamer. To my homies who have also donated to me. See, that's like wasting money. Because taxes. That way I had to donate $100 to you before I can get donated. Ain't no way. Okay, I'm not gonna spawn in. So
I never knew you could process Lumitwol like that. Alright, I've got to jot this down.
So
Lumitwols and Maritime
for one of my
flowers.
friends,
This
so
could open the door to a whole new world.
so if I drop enough subs, you'll redrop the same amount of subs. But right? I didn't donate 100 to you. See, I resubscribed already. How many months am I at?
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy.
Also, you gotta add 7 TV. Yeah, I've been subscribed for only a month. Only a month. Little bit badges. I consider it, yeah, they are all giveaways. You should add 7 TV. Add 7 TV to your chat. Do it.
Toodaloo.
'Cause when you say Genshin in my chat, you know what pops up? My wallet. But it annoyed me? See, it's not about you, what you want, it's what the chat wants. Suffer. So just add the ones that you want and that's it. Like, think about Keg. Like the laughing emoji. So I guess it's fine. The chat doesn't say anything. They just are hoping you're actually a streamer that actually has all that stuff set up already. Without chat asking for it. I'll just do it. Because every time I go there, I really don't want to check because there's no 7 TV emotes. I'm like, yeah, there's no 7 TV emotes yet. I literally want to use 7 TV emotes, but guess what? I can't. At all.
That's strange. These don't look Romorian to me. More like last century Fontaine.
Adventurers from last century
I
Fontaine,
just like 7
huh?
TV. Like, look at all the 7 TV emotes I have. Mine doesn't load anymore.
They camped here?
By
My
the
7
looks of
TV
it,
emotes don't
This
work
was
on
a
mine.
one-person camp. They adventured together, but maybe one of them came back alone at a later date. Huh, you really think so?
Trust our adventurers' instincts. We're pros at this stuff, just like you're a pro in the kitchen. Okay, well, the Traveler has more adventure
Like me who washes
overall,
just to
but
support.
Paimon's definitely a pro rummager from all those
See, well-
treasure chests.
Well, I lurk streamers 24/7.
Paimon was just about to show off her rummaging skills.
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling?
That's serious.
I mean,
I'll show
I
you
guess
for
I
proof.
take a lot of notes when I'm cooking as well, but I thought that was just me.
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
I'll show you proof right now.
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins.
What stream? Which element thing? There's 2 variants of it. No one. This one. This is on my streaming PC. Say hello to the streaming PC. See, I'm watching a streamer here, and apparently not watching a streamer here anymore. It's apparently Rick, but this one's a random streamer. Let's go select. Sorry, Rick. Let's go to select this one. Just why not? So look at my channel points. I got 200 and something. I can go to like Pirate Software for example. I can't see chat. Like 683,000. So the extensions I use for Twitch are 7 TV, Better TV, Ito numbers. I don't even actually use that one, because I don't even know why it's installed. Yeah. 7 TV also has the ability to claim channel points anyway. Yeah. So, which one are you talking about? Which one are you talking about? The, Twitch... My PC on 24/7, or I would... Electricity is expensive, especially... Oh, yeah. I pay for my electricity. I use it also as my heater. I used to do Bitcoin in the past. I should actually quickly measure. I should measure how much it actually. Pull my watt meter again and see how much it actually pulls while it's just doing that. Because I leave my monitor off, right? And all it's doing is basically having both that full audio or somewhere in the audio, and then turn off the monitor. What's it? Ads again? Ain't no way. That's how it should be. Watch like a human and not a bot. What, you think I should stop doing that then? Stop watching streams like this? Oh, Daniel Gaming's here. Oh, you're always here. Look at the Rick. Rick in chat? What the? Oh yeah, he's in chat. I like to be supportive. I even watch games I don't like, for Genshin example, just to support the streamer. Yeah, once I'm done with this thing, I'm leaving this game. I'm just doing the dailies. The next patch swaps around. I think I'll make a tweet about it then. That's good. Okay, ads done. You like to be supportive. You don't watch games that you like, for Genshin example. But once I'm done with this event, then I'm going straight to HSR, and then I'm going after HSR, whenever the next update drops, then I'm going to come back to it. So you think watching streamers like this just to get like 600,000 channel points? How do you feel about that? Just coming to stream and just lurking. Like, that's fine? You think it's fine? Because I lurk in streams too. Well, I lurk when I'm asleep and at work. So I bet live channels and recommendations, I can just click this one. I never heard of this streamer before, and I'll have channel points in it. I have 2K somehow. So any chat I visit, like I'll probably have a high likeliness of just having channel points. Right in the making it. Yeah, probably got channel points in it. 320, obviously. Yeah, so any of the recommendations. Adjust the collabs, live channels. Go to this streamer here. Streamer that I have no idea how to speak. 830. See, even if you're live, and if I have no streamers on, I might just click you and give you a free view. Because that can actually help you put you into the algorithm, right? That's why I do it. I help small streamers have that one view that's real, instead of being a bot. And if I'm not there, you also are getting that actual ad revenue. That's also a thing, but I have turbo, so you get turbo ad revenue instead. So you're not you're actually as the streamer is getting value off me. You're getting ad revenue off me. So I think that's totally fine. I don't use ad blockers because I want the streamer to succeed. I have like I think it was 3K in your stream right now. If you redeem, make more channel point redeems, just make something like ridiculous, like that one streamer who wanted to give a free PC away. You make like VIP or something that's actually like big, then I could try to go for it. There's only one streamer that's 2 million right now. Let's go find that streamer. If I click on kill, I should have like almost 200. There's you. I'll open you while I'm at it. This is what I dislike of having this many streamers. Oh no, I passed it. Obviously. Obviously I passed it. Obviously. It hasn't streamed in like 2 months. The flip is he? I'm not flipping this blind, am I? It starts with a K. 2 more Ks, but that's not the K I'm looking for. Is he online? I don't see him online. I just like Kelly. She streams at a specific time, right? I'm gonna go get some work done So yeah, go get that electrician stuff. My monitor saving for end my stream reward. Well, for that, I will only redeem it when you receive a big raid. Right when you receive a big raid, like 1,000 views, and you are like totally free. Yeah, that's when I will redeem it. Got a special event? I'm gonna redeem it. Got something that you're gonna do for 7 days straight? Yeah, I know you're only gonna do it for 10 minutes. All because of that one viewer. Imagine. So Kelly, 300 and something thousand. She did a tax VIP and I didn't like that, so. For you, you're currently sitting right now. Also, if you have a recommendation bar here, some people like that, some people don't. Right now I have 3.9k. For your channel points, I'm not paying that much for VIP. VIP for that price if you're a partner. When they do redeem it, but I respect it when it happens. Yeah, I will do the same thing. But not even anyone's close enough to it at all. No one streamer. Actually, I gotta redeem, revert something back. This should go right back to right where it was, right? Yeah, it did. Well, I just don't have a button for my stream deck. Go to my PC. One streamer. One streamer. Why did Mr. L actually DM you? Okay, that's done. Bro, he wants to. This guy who DMs me. Thing asking for a repo at 12:16. Crazy. Alright, let's go over the stream. I think it's in the 2 millions. He keeps his PC on. When I'm live, he's there. Well, it's like, how else are you gonna receive 2 million channel points without lurking? Like, if a streamer decides to stream 24/7, you want to gain as much channel points as you can. Because the only way you can get it is by, well, viewing. I have 2 million and I'm on tier 2. 2 million channel points. What could you do with 2 million though? A lot of channel points actually. I added the VIP just cause chat asked me to. I actually just give out VIP pretty easily. Nobody who has actually redeemed it. No, a lot of people don't redeem it. For like my VIP, I think for permanent VIP, nobody redeemed that one. The classic one for 200,000. No one redeemed it yet. But people do redeem. What was it? It was the rotating VIP. You get the VIP badge until someone else redeems it. So 1 week cooldown. But there's no rotating VIP right now, surprisingly. Yeah, interesting. And then obviously all the sound alerts should flipping work. In one of my favorite streamers chat, then 2 weeks later she just modded me. This is my favorite chat streamer, but he didn't give me VIP yet. But you know what this streamer has done? At around 300k followers. Followed. That's something that the streamer did. Well, that reads on the my other keyboard now. I got a couple partner streamers that do follow me. Like this one follows me. This one follows me. Lumi Code. Bill's not a crazy old man, unfortunately, and Rick. There's a lot of streamers that follow me. Anyway, let's go finish this up so I don't have to do this later.
Exactly the way I remember it. This place probably hasn't changed in millennia. Sadly, up above, on dry land, everything has changed. The treasure of Remoria. That's what we used to call it.
I'm gonna text
Modeste
someone
was
who's
right
DM me on
about the
Discord.
potential. It turned Ghetto de Boer into a national sensation.
Too often, they don't really need
Our
support. I
limited
only
stock of
watch
the
British
substance
streamers who
meant
do
that the
stuff
Ghetto
I
could
actually
only be
like.
produced on a
Interesting.
small scale. But this only drove up the popularity all the more. Modeste was right about that
Rick's
too.
DMing me for some reason. I don't know why.
He was praised as a genius, while I, as the one person who'd ever disagreed with him, was labeled a talentless fool. Modeste tried his best to console me, but I knew better than
Barbarian King.
anyone just how great the gulf was between us. Our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his own. Why invite further disdain by inserting myself where I did not belong?
Oh, I didn't realize what my Barbarian King got
I
up
told
done.
myself that maybe one day, when I finally created a masterpiece of my own, I'd be able to face him without shame. Or maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, I'd be able to ask him with a smile on my face, how about we go on one more adventure, for old time's sake? Unfortunately, that day will never come.
Never came.
So it was Savelli. From the sounds of it, he came back after Modeste had already died.
I always thought it was just a legend. But if it's true, then this must be the place where they found their secret ingredient. The birthplace of Ghetto de Boer.
In that case, what does that say about the death of Modeste? If it's all true, maybe Savelli really did have something
I don't have
to
any
do with it.
lectures. I only followed Pokemon because she has one of the owners of Eevee. Don't like legal watching people eat food while reacting to other people content. Yeah, no, I don't
The
do
taste
that.
of Ghetto de Boer has
Yeah,
changed.
I watch Chris for funny
Modeste was
jokes.
convinced of this, even though everyone swore they couldn't tell.
Funny jokes.
Being the perfectionist that he was, he refused to accept even the slightest flaw in his work. He stopped all sales of the product, locked himself away in the kitchen, and worked day
Fruit
and
on pain.
night, vowing to find out where he had gone wrong.
Well, and also like this stream here.
But as he baked and taste tested over and over again, he found he only strayed further and further from the original taste. It was only when he was sipping on
Sometimes I
coffee
feel like
one
I don't
day
grow
and
enough.
realized he could not taste the bitterness that the truth finally dawned on him. What had changed was not the ghetto, but his sense of taste. The treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses, taste included, and invigorates the spirit. In the short term, it offers people the ultimate gourmet experience, but in the long term, it dulls their senses entirely. In hindsight, it made perfect sense. After all, why would a culture that sought liberation from the constraints of their bodies care for the loss of their senses? But we realized it too late. We
Oh my
were
God,
just too
Chester.
late.
That's me.
Over
I've
the
been
course
at
of
it
his
for
many
over 5
culinary
years. I
experiments,
think it was.
Modeste exhausted the remaining supply of the treasure
How
of
long
Remoria.
was it?
He consumed it all himself.
Can't remember.
The finest culinary talent of his generation now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything ever again. Finally, in despair, he took his own
Well,
life.
I did take special strategies.
And because we had become estranged, I cannot be there to stop him, to offer some words of comfort, or even to say goodbye. Yet despite everything, he sent me his final letter.
The treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica was really onto something. It really was a
How
kind
many
of
magic
drug.
items do I have left? Building and a book of everything.
So, Modeste chose to end his own life. Then, why all the rumors that Savelli murdered him? Also, neither the Codex nor any other contemporary records make any mention of the treasure of Memoria. It's almost as if someone deliberately erased it from history.
Modeste told me everything in his final letter. His was a tale of how even a genius could fail, and how much more devastating it is when it happens. Did he hope I would gain some personal catharsis from knowing the truth? Or maybe he wished for me to warn the public about the dangers of Gateau de Bourg, proving that I had been right all along. But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, his fall from grace would be swift and merciless. 1 minute a genius, the next
Playing Clash of Clans. Anyone
it
play
would
that
surely
game?
spell the end for his restaurant too. What would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in comparison to the scorn shown to him by the history books. I cannot let that come to pass. I will do what I must to protect his name. It will mean tampering with his notes to remove the damning details, leaving mere fragments of our story behind. It may lead his family to suspect me of having a hand in his demise. But if that's the price of destroying all evidence of my crimes, then so be it. I would rather the world believe a tale of genius and jealousy than see his reputation in tatters. The final loose end
There you
is
go.
the evidence here.
I play chess.
At the bottom of the sea.
Yappies. Go on phone.
Huh? What's wrong? Didn't we say Savannah
The
should be
worst
safe
thing
for
is, this is just an event. I'm just doing it for the
But if
sake of
Monica
pretty much
finds
jumps.
out what happened to the treasure, there's no telling what she might do.
Yay! So, how many magic items do I have left? Huh, nice. I have exactly nothing. Yeah, I could upgrade my town hall to level 17, but I can't do that. Something in game? Smash. I don't see any pretty much do I? Nope. I mean, you can play chess with another game of chess and another game of chess. What's your chess elo?
The treasure of Remoria. I have found you at last. Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated
what
the
we
children
go
of
for.
Modeste. Some fragments of his diary escaped
Yeah,
your
that's lower
clutches,
than me.
and we have held on to them for
Oh, wait.
generations.
You're lower. Oh, it's the weekend. Makes sense.
But I have to thank you too, Savannah. Without your help retrieving the codex
You wanna see a
and
once
with
in
it
a
the
chess
last
game?
piece of the puzzle, I may never have found this place.
Chess game. Let's play one game of chess. I'm just gonna play 10-minute rapid. Awesome. Let's do this. I have a chess account, but apparently I didn't want to log in. That's awesome. I did beat my state champion though. I don't even know how. I don't even know why because I'm in Canada. Did I log into the wrong account? I flipping did. Frick, I logged into the wrong account. That's crazy. How do you log out again? There it is. Imagine logging into the wrong account. That's crazy. How the fuck did I log in the wrong account? Over. to a party. Alright, I'll do a 10-minute rapid. Rating is 675. I always love the middle first. Funny. Check this pawn though. I got this square immediately for free. That's so if I go there, he's just gonna open that up. Meaning, don't fall for it. Take this square right away. See, now he does that. He goes for it, I can take. He does not, meaning I go forward to threaten this. Control the center, control the game. That's the chess 101, exactly. Now he wants to target me, but I am protected, so I am safe. I'm going to double protect it, threatening the horse. He's going to probably push this one up, but it's protected by a pawn. He's pushing that forward, allowing me Interesting. Castle this right away. Yeah, you see, you're gonna go here. But wait. Where would you go? You can't go down anyway. That horse is doing nothing. Should have had that bishop there, but I didn't. I'm just going to do this. Protect this piece while I'm at it. You're going to threaten this piece, obviously. But protect my piece. And if I move my piece, while threatening two pieces at once, that would be great. Because this is worth 5. These are worth 3. Threaten something, that would be great. Push this pawn 1 square. Bishop is there in this row, though. But sacrifice green. It looks like green is being used more. I'll do that on the next one. Yep. Interesting. I blundered a bit. Take it. I can take that pawn. Yeah, it did not end well for me at all. I kind of blundered it pretty badly. Like, really bad. That's a good spot. If you won't see it, watch. Lever. He's open. Can't go there. Forced to go back. Yes. I fucked up. I honestly fucked it up. I'm resigning. Nope, 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 not a rematch. New game, new game. You didn't see anything. I haven't played chess in a long time. Listen. I've been stuck at the 600s for a long time. He's doing pawn push, that's crazy. There's like... Lost a pawn opportunity. I'll replace it with the queen if I have to. Actually, I'd rather get a move in while I can. Seems like white's being sacrificed out here. And green's gonna be sacrificed for me. Now right here can be threatened of those two. He takes the opportunity and hides. I take the opportunity to retreat. Let you take the fish bait. He wants to do that to me. How do I protect myself? I can't unless I move my king. Yep. Only option to move the king, and now it's gonna go. Can't go there. That means this piece is free. I also did connect my Twitch to chess.com. Get your free views. What the flip was that, actually? Fooled you. Well, never mind. It's a free rook. I should have escaped with this. Yes, yeah. I can get out on time right here. Leave a horse in the corner while you can. While I can. Okay, don't be in white. Give him a check. And I'm out of there. That's free. That's free. I like this spot right here. I like that one. What's gonna attack me? Innocent check. If it takes me, he abandoned it. Alright, you want 3 games in a row? I'll do it. Yeah. I'm in champion.
Austin?
Huh?
Get a phone for just the appointment.
No.
You haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we'll do it eventually. Pushes that forward. Right there. Free check, but that's useless to me. I'm gonna take that opportunity for a free square. See what he does. I want to gain 37, draw +1. Lose the 35. Oh, jeez. Is he gonna make his move? He's so confused. Interesting. If he moves that piece, it's free for the taking. You can't take that because then I'll take. So I'll just do that. Gambit at least once. I see why he did that. So now if I get into that position. I can get somewhere. I want to target that queen a little bit more. How do I do that? Get this row cleared so the queen can't go here. I'll just do that. I don't know the gamut names. I keep forgetting them all. This and that. Too late. You lost your opportunity. Queen can't go here now because I'll take it. What is he trying to write this up? Explain yourself. Pawn's here. This pawn's here. Pawn can go forward. No idea. I'll sacrifice it. Sacrifice this one. That one, huh? Can go here. What did I miss? Oh, I messed that up. Just that piece. I'll do that for now. This rook has to go away. Can't take my horse now. And if you leave with your rook going here, I take it. So I sacrifice your rook then. And if you don't, I go here for a free check. And our queen can't do anything now. Dumbass idea, but okay. His best options right there. No, wait, I missed that. I missed a checkmate. No way. Doesn't have checkmate. What the... Won't be checkmate. He's stuck in that position. Checkmate. Frick. This is the last one. Whatever happens, whatever happens. I'm watching chess, so stay until it's over. Okay. Oh, I gambled it away. I didn't pay attention. I was reading chat. Look what he did. Lost a bishop. Lost a frickin' bishop. What has done that horse's life? Oh, the queen's forked. Oh, frick, alright. I didn't realize it was a queen fork. You just saved me. I was about to do something foolish. It's like, it is 128.
But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within my grasp. The treasure of Remoria is mine!
Oh, oh wait, no, I can't go there. It was mate. Oh my god. I haven't played chess in a long time. Let's try. What's happening? You make me now. I'll lose a rook if I do. This pawn goes down. Yep. And nothing's on green except this one pawn. Could have went back there for another check. But I didn't. But reason. On. Sacrifice. I sacrificed myself and I screwed up. I should have never done that. I'm finishing this.
Oh. It's empty. It's empty?
It looks...
Monica? Oh, we were seconds too late.
Uh-oh, what do you mean?
Escoffier? What's the deal with that jar?
I'm off the bed, enjoy Hoyer. Yeah.
He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore and make sure it would never harm anyone again. So he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
This can't be happening. All the years I spent piecing together the truth. All my painstaking planning.
Everything's already destroyed. Ain't no way.
All that for an empty jar?
Monica, don't do anything stupid. This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Oh, shut your pie hole!
Praise be to Lord Remus. You barbarian shall be slain.
Did she die? You'll be.
She's a nutcase! A liability to herself and everyone else. Well, now it's up to us to clean up the mess she's made. Take these golems out!
Time to go!
Golems are pretty weak to Geo.
Why is this place still shaking? Either way, it's all her fault. Enough chit-chat. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, she died.
Escoffier, come on!
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh, no you don't. If
Oh.
I can't get what I want, neither will any of you. I've got nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
You're a psycho!
Savannah? Oh, when did you wake up?
I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
Traveler? Okay, let's go!
Apparently just leave Monica there. Not for jail. Interesting. Now if Monica somehow survives it, well, you know who's gonna be coming back. Hunt them down.
Escoffier! Savannah!
Traveler! And Paimon!
Venegem? What are you all doing here?
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on our merry derrieres? While the Traveler and Escoffier were out here risking their lives?
We had to do something. Even though that something ended up being, well, waiting for you here instead.
I don't deserve any of you. And I certainly don't deserve to be your head chef. It was my fault Escoffier had to leave. Then I couldn't live up to her standards. I acted like a tyrant in the kitchen. And now I almost got myself killed. Come back, Escoffier. Come and be our head chef again. I'll never be able to replace you.
Okay, so everything I said to you the day I left, it just went in one ear and out the other?
Huh? Sorry, I was kinda in my own head at the time. All I could think about was the Lumiline situation. What was it you said again?
Forget it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I didn't leave this job because of you. And you're not nearly as awful a chef as you think. If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up here for you?
Escoffier's right. Sure, you nitpick our work and get us to do things over a lot. But when it comes down to it, you're the one who's always doing whatever it takes to make sure the customers get served on time, every time.
Things were pretty rough after Escoffier left, and Savannah's the only reason we've been able to make it through.
Our customers know that Escoffier doesn't work for us anymore. But the fact is, they keep coming back. If that's not an endorsement of your work, I don't know what is. At the end of the day, we're all human, and we all make mistakes. All we can do is recognize where we get it wrong and do our best to improve. That's all that's humanly possible.
No.
Humans, POV.
I get what you're saying, but what I did to Firmin and to Escoffier, it's unforgivable.
Well, about that, there's someone else here to see you, Chef.
It's been a while, Chef Savannah.
Firmin? I'm so sorry. I put far too much pressure on you. And the way I stubbornly refused to go and see you after you fell ill. There's no excuse. But I'm too late, aren't I? The damage is done. I heard that you can't even hold a kitchen knife anymore.
Actually, I think I'm going to be just fine.
Huh?
We thought Firmin's problem was purely psychological in nature. But after the threat letter came to light, it got Firmin thinking. And then he remembered the tea that Monica used to give him every night. And as it turns out, she was lacing it with Lumiline the whole time.
No way! Doesn't that cause nerve damage?
It can. High doses pose a risk of serious nervous and sensory complications. But if you calculate the dosage carefully, you can control the extent of its effects. A small dose might simply make a person more emotional, whether that means more fragile or more hot-tempered.
No wonder it seemed like you'd lost your edge.
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty small. They also fixed me up with some meds and said I should recover in no time.
Clash of Clans. Baldro go. I'm gonna use a Baldro one now. We need one wizard there. You can finish the rest off, little wizard. Really? I wasted that ability for that attack? No, it's 93%. I got it. Alright, cool.
Well, that's what happens when you give someone a little bit of hope to cling on to.
There's
99.
more. We believe that Firmin was likely not Monica's only victim.
You mean she poisoned me too?
Oh, so that's why Savannah's been so irritable this whole time!
Let's not be too quick to blame everything on the Lumiline. That stuff can only amplify what's already there. So tasty food will seem like the most delicious thing in the world, while food you don't particularly care for will become utterly revolting. So you better make sure you reflect on your behavior and apologize to every single person you've wronged.
I will. I'm sorry. There's still one question that's really bugging me. Why is it that no matter what I do, my Gâteau de Bourg never tastes the same as yours? Is it just... I mean, is it because you're a genius and I'm not?
It's because the heating element in your oven is broken, you silly goose.
What?
Really?
I felt like something was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed it right away. There was a half-degree discrepancy between the temperature setting and the actual temperature. All the ovens in the whole kitchen had the same problem, which confused me at the time, but by this point, it's pretty obvious that Monica must have tampered with them. I would have figured it out the day of the bake-off, since the issue affected both our teams. But of course, Monica sabotaged mine so that could never happen.
No. I spent so long trying to find out where I was going wrong, and then you pinpoint the problem in just one night? It all comes back to one simple, undeniable truth. You're a genius, and I'm just plain old Savannah.
Oh, cut it out! Stop the woe is me act for a second and just think. I came up with this recipe. You don't think that might have something to do with it? Do you know how long I spent perfecting my Gâteau de Bourg? 3 years! 3 whole years! I know this dish inside out, back to front and upside down. And you've been head chef now for what, 6 months? If that? A couple hundred failed attempts, and you're gonna throw in the kitchen towel? And declare you'll never be successful because you're not a genius? You clearly have no idea how many kitchen failures I've had under my belt, or just how long it took me to finally get my recipe to a level I was satisfied with. Genius or not, everyone makes mistakes. Modeste did, Savelli did, everyone does. You're only a lousy chef if you don't face up to your mistakes, learn from them, and then keep chipping away until you crack the problem once and for all. Surely you haven't forgotten all that. You were no lousy chef back when I handed you the reins.
I haven't forgotten. And I'll make sure I never do.
That's our head chef.
Haha! Sounds like we won't need another changing of the guard in the Hotel de Bourg kitchen anytime soon. Huzzah!
Million.
What a perfect ending to a crazy journey. Look how happy everyone is.
So you got your mojo back now?
Yeah. Thanks to you, Escoffier. In fact, no. Thanks to all of you.
Aw, friends again. So nice to see them finally settle their beef.
Good. So now that's out of the way. It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off, and I demand a rematch right now.
Huh?
But that was mostly Monica's fault, wasn't it?
Right. And also, does it have to be right now? Savannah's only just got her mojo back, and you barely escaped from a death trap.
No excuses. This is a cooking contest between 2 top chefs, and nothing will stand in its way. So grab your spatula and get ready, because this rematch is happening today, right now, this instant.
Hey, so, this whole time you were salty about losing?
It was salty.
The second cooking contest commences now!
This time, no more games, and no holding back!
Scared.
feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Hey, what are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're too scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes like.
So?
Embrace your failure. Taste it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
I'll do it.
The results are in! A landslide victory for Escoffier!
Quite rightly, too. Piece of cake.
Oh yeah, look at that! Savannah looks pretty chipper too, considering she lost.
Now, where were we? Yes. Do you have any more questions for me after everything that's happened? I thought Navia would have filled you in. And actually, I said all this to Savannah before I left. Although, as we saw, I don't think any of it sank in. I had two reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course, but the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached a point where it didn't need me anymore. So I decided to step down and look for new opportunities to improve myself.
Improve how?
Well, a while back, I got to know a fellow chef from Liyue, and in her, I saw so many new possibilities. She has that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Sibeli had in their youth. Slime mucus, lizard tails. With her, nothing's off the table. There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be explored, hiding away in ingredients we overlook. Case in point, remember those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins? I used them in the cooking contest just now. Did you taste the difference?
What? Paimon didn't notice at all!
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements that gave their work its signature taste. And the other half, it lies in freeing yourself from the confines of the kitchen. You've got to go out and explore the endless possibilities out there.
Uh-oh. Paimon's suddenly not sure she wants to try your cooking anymore.
Don't worry, it's not gonna be a free-for-all like in Modeste's time. Before I put anything into my food, I'll obviously do my research, make sure it doesn't contain any harmful substances. In the meantime, take this. It's a recipe for Petit Gâteau de Boer revised version. I tweaked it to suit your needs as busy adventurers. Hope you enjoy, and remember, feedback is always welcome.
All right! So, do you ever see yourself returning to Hotel de Boer?
Oh, of course. I've already promised Banisham that I'll come back every once in a while to make sure the quality of the food remains at an acceptable level.
You know, Paimon's still a little disappointed that we never got to see the treasure of Remoria. Surely Monica wouldn't have gotten drawn in so deeply if it wasn't for all the mystery surrounding the original Gâteau de Boer. She practically dedicated her life to finding the lost pieces of Modeste's diary, then went to all that trouble to infiltrate the Hotel de Boer. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
Since you mentioned the treasure, between Modeste's writings and what we saw in those ruins, I think I may have figured out the truth. The so-called Treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorians extracted from Lumitoiles, better known to us as Lumiline.
Huh? So then, why all the hype back in the early days of Gâteau de Boer?
Don't forget, it was a very different era. We could barely even refine sugar back then. So desserts were very much in their infancy. In a world of bland food, it's no wonder that the first thing to really excite people's taste buds took the world by storm. And as for the Lumiline, it may well have been somewhat valuable in ancient times. But these days, it's just another drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Even if Savelli hadn't destroyed it all, I doubt it would be worth that much these days.
So after all that, there was nothing in those ruins but worthless junk. Feels strange to say it, but Paimon almost feels sorry for Monica. She sacrificed it all only to get nothing in return.
Hey! Huh? Navia? You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Well, check it out. They ran a special issue. Did you see anything like this down there? Freshly unearthed from the ruins of Rumoria. A magnificent jar thought to be over 1,000 years old. Experts say it has immense artistic and historical value. It could be worth an absolute fortune.
Wait! Isn't that the jar they used to hold the treasure?
If only it was still in one piece. Some butterfingers must have dropped it or something. Ugh, it's such a shame.
Nothing about the body. Got it. Yeah, that's just Act 1. Hey, wait. Jeez, finally. It won't even give me a 5-star. That's crazy. Alright, we're done. I will do HSR. Oh, my camera shut off. Ooh. I'm not gonna turn it back on. Frankly, I turn it back on. Turn it off. I'm gonna have to end stream. Me TikTok challenges live. Unfortunately, I don't even know how to access the TikTok live thing properly, so Peter Pan Pete. Why is her name that? Was Rick ranting? I guess short break, awesome. You don't get a raid. I don't want to find anyone. Too much flipping work. Too much flipping work. Oh yeah, on my other computer. Alright, I will be ending stream. I will have to go to sleep. It's 2 in the morning. I gotta put a bench back up.